Welcome everyone, and thank you for being here this morning. My name is Cecilia Contreras, and I am the organizer for this year's first ever virtual Shine a Light Walk Bay Area. While I am personally affected by NF, I have a more rare form, NF2. And unfortunately, 9 years ago, I had a 9-centimeter tumor removed from the top of my spine, which doctors weren't certain if I'd ever walk again. But with lots of prayer, determination, and support from countless family members, friends, even complete strangers, I was able to attend my first walk 7 years later. I ended up doing a 5K, which I didn't realize because I had so much fun. I meet so many new people. So that was a huge accomplishment for me. And since then, these walks have been everything to me. This is also a time where I get to see my extended family. I watched so many of you grow throughout the years, and I'm grateful and thankful to be part of that.
Good morning, and thank you, Jess, for starting us off today. Thank you for sharing how much this walk means to you. It is a pleasure to have gotten to work with you this year, as well as the Bay Area's Walk Planning Committee, and I'm so excited to celebrate today with everyone tuning in during our first ever Bay Area virtual Shine a Light Walk. Although I have met most of you over the phone or during our virtual meetups, my name is Claudia and I am the CTF staff partner for this walk. As CTF's signature fundraising campaign, the Shine a Light Walks are critical for us to raise awareness and raise those critical funds needed to find a cure. This year, the Bay Area Walk hopes to raise $20,000, and we need your support now more than ever. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting CTF. And remember that you have 30 days after today to reach our awesome fundraising incentive levels. And you have until December 31st to help us reach our goal. Now I'm excited to introduce Brianna Warden, who is our CTF ambassador, and she's going to start us off by singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Next up, I am excited to introduce Stanford's NF Clinic. NF doctors are a huge part of the NF community, and we are so lucky to have multiple NF clinics and honorary chairs serving the Bay Area. Stanford's clinic actually has a pediatric and adult clinic, and although we won't be joined by all of the clinic's directors, I am excited to introduce Dr. Campen, who will be speaking on behalf of Stanford's honorary chairs. Welcome, Dr. Campen, and thank you for joining us today.
Hello, and welcome to the first annual Children's Tumor Foundation virtual Shine a Light Walk. My name is Cecilia Campen, and I am a pediatric neuro-oncologist and NF specialist at the Stanford Children's Hospital. On behalf of my co-chairs, Drs. David Stevenson, Jacinda Sampson, and Sarah Sakamuri, I am delighted to welcome you to the first ever virtual Shine a Light Walk. We're thankful to be part of such an important event in our NF community, and we thank you for joining us today in our fight against NF. As I mentioned, we're deeply appreciative to the CTF for reaching out to us to chair our local walk this year. We at Stanford are staunch allies in the fight against NF. We care for folks with NF throughout the lifespan. And in fact, Dr. Sampson and Sakamori head up our adult program, while Dr. Stevenson and myself co-direct the Pediatric NF Clinic. At Stanford, we have designated specific doctors in each specialty as NF specialists, and we will help you identify the right doctor for you. We offer expertise in tumor management, including a phase 2 clinical trial investigating mirdametinib, an NF MEK inhibitor for patients with plexiform neurofibroma, as well as genetic testing, eye, bone, heart, endocrine, and skin health, amongst others. We would be honored to help care for you and for your loved ones. Our contact information can be found in the CTF Clinical Network site, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you again for joining us as we shine a light on NF and on all the brave heroes who fight this disease day in and day out. We walk today in support and in solidarity with you. Enjoy your walks. Take care.
Thank you to all of the Stanford physicians that are making a difference for those living with NF. Hi everyone, my name is Cecilia Contreras and I'm a part of your Bay Area Walk Planning Committee. I first learned about NF when my aunt Jessica Contreras was diagnosed with NF2. I learned about CTF when my family and I decided to attend one of the Bay Area walks in support of Jessica and all of our NF heroes. This walk means a lot to my family and I, as our goal is to celebrate Jessica and all of those living with NF. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce all of our NF heroes participating in this year's walk. They are why we walk and why we will end NF.
Hello, I'm Alana and I have NF1.
Hello everyone, my name is Emma and I have NF1.
We are the Griffins!
And we have
NF1. This is Ilan, our NF hero. Please visit Team Ilan of Life to read more.
Hi, I'm Jessica and I have NF2.
Hi, my name's Jareen and I have NF1.
Hi, my name is Dakota Anderson and I have NF1.
Part of the specialness of the Shining Light Walk is the opportunities for NF families and patients to meet one another, and there have been some lifelong friendships made. I, for one, have been touched by all of you over the years. Your warmth, your openness, and your willingness to share your story. The Moyer family is one of these stories, and I'm excited for you all to hear about it.
Hi, I'm Michelle Moyer, and I'm the team captain of Alanas Auggies. We called ourselves that because when Alana was really small, she couldn't say the word dog, and she had a million stuffed animals that she also called Auggies.
We got involved in the walk after Alana was first diagnosed with NF1 when she was about 8 months old.
NF has affected me by giving me lots of pain, and I have to get a tumor in my leg taken out soon. I went to NF camp for the first time and it was really fun.
We've been involved with CTF for a long time because they support research to find treatments and a cure for NF.
Thank you, Michelle, Eric, and Alana, for sharing your story with us and reminding us why we're here today, to get rid of NF and to find a cure. I want to take a quick moment to thank your family. I know that you have been involved with CTF for a long time, and we're so grateful for your support. I'm so glad that Alana got to go to camp this year, even if virtually, and I'm glad that I get to work with you, Michelle, on the Walks Planning Committee. Especially with the year you guys have had. As Alana just referenced, she was about to have surgery when your video was recorded, and I can't imagine what was going through your minds as you were traveling across the country, but recorded this video so that you could still participate on today's event. So thank you so much. We are so grateful, and I'm happy to report that Alana's surgery went well and that she's recovering at home. I'm glad we all get to tune in today and celebrate together. As I mentioned earlier, we are honored to have multiple NF clinics from the Bay Area joining us today. It is so great to have both Stanford's and UCSF support for this wonderful NF community. Next, we will be joined by Dr. Reddy, who is the director of the NF program at UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital. Welcome, Dr. Reddy, and thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, and welcome to the 2020 Children's Tumor Foundation Shine a Light NF Virtual Walk, I'm Dr. Alyssareddy, and I'm delighted to serve as this year's honorary chair. I began caring for children with NF more than 20 years ago as a trainee at UAB. I joined the faculty at UCSF in 2018 and direct the clinical NF program here. I am truly excited about our growing programs in San Francisco for both children and adults. The Shine a Light Walk serves as a great way for NF families to connect with one another, meet some of the hardworking CTF staff, as well as the NF-focused clinicians and researchers in their local community. To have patients, advocates, scientists, and clinicians working so closely together is truly rare in medicine. I attended my first Bay Area walk last year in Dublin. I was impressed with the dedication of local volunteers and the upbeat spirit of our NF heroes and their families. Although we cannot walk together today, I hope all of you will feel the excitement and camaraderie that this event brings. Despite the challenges that 2020 has brought, it has been a landmark year for NF. As many of you know, last spring, the FDA approved the use of the MEK inhibitor selumetinib, or Koselugo, for the treatment of inoperable plexiform neurofibromas. In the recent SPRINT trial, over 70% of NF patients had tumor size reduction anywhere from 20 to 60%. This is a huge breakthrough. There is much work still to do, but I am optimistic that together we'll continue to make life better for those living with NF.
I'd like to take a moment to thank all those teams who raised $500 or more. They each received a customized graphic that you might have seen on social media. Congratulations to Jess NF2, Go for Joe, Alanas Auggies, Team Dakota Rocks, and Elan of Life. Thank you so much for your support. I'd also like to thank AstraZeneca for being our national luminary sponsor. Thank you for your support.
Hi, I'm B. When my brother was 1, doctors told us that he might have NF. NF is neurofibromatosis. We was all surprised. We didn't know what that was either. NF causes tumors to grow on any nerves at any time. We saw so many doctors. They told us these appointments wouldn't end, but we would get used to them.
NF can lead to blindness, cancer, disfigurement, learning disabilities, and pain.
NF affects people differently. For my brother, when he was still a toddler, the doctors told us there was a tumor growing in his brain. They could not remove it, and he needed to start chemotherapy to try to stop it and the damage it was doing. The tumor has been cutting off the nerve that tells the brain how to see, so he is losing his sight. It's also making his body produce too many hormones, so he is on multiple drugs to try to stop those. The Children's Tumor Foundation has brought top doctors together to help my brother and others living with NF. CTF helps do this and can do much more. We're so lucky a CTF-endorsed clinic is nearby at Chalk. He's been there about 100 times this past year.
Henry, what do you think about NF?
Throw him in the ocean. Because I don't like it. I want to care for NF.
Next up is the team Go for Joe. The Lampmans will be sharing how they're celebrating Walk Day and giving you some ideas as well. Because even though we are not physically together, we still want to encourage everyone to go out there and walk, celebrate Walk Day in a way that's meaningful to you.
Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. This is the first ever virtual Shine a Light walk for the Children's Tumor Foundation. And we are here today to introduce you to our team and let you know what we will be doing today to celebrate the day and give you some ideas as well. First off, we wanted to introduce you to our team. We are Team
Go for Joe!
I'm Kyle, and you'll be hearing from my wife Megan shortly. And this is our amazing son, Hank. He's 9 years old. He's a whiz at Legos and Minecraft and dancing. And this is our daughter, Jolene, who's 5.5. And Jolene loves to sing and create new fashions, and she's very enthusiastic. And Jolene was diagnosed with NF1 when she was about 4 months old because my wife noticed some cafe LA spots on her skin that are common with people with NF1. And just wanted to introduce you to our team.
Hi guys, I'm Megan, part of Team Go for Joe, and we are just really missing seeing everybody this year. But now that we're going virtual because of COVID, we are trying to come up with different ways that we can celebrate and still spread awareness about NF. So for our family, we decided to come to this sports park, and we're gonna make a bunch of signs with little facts about NF and put them on the kids' bikes and ride around. So that's what we're gonna do for our family to sort of spread awareness. It's usually such a good time for other families to get to meet other folks dealing with NF, as well as bringing in your families and friends to sort of learn more about NF, as well as getting support. And we were really overwhelmed last year by the show of support by our family and friends. So we're hoping that we'll be able to do this again for real next year. In the meantime, though, another way to spread awareness is to go ahead and get a table, go to your local park or somewhere where there's a good amount of traffic. You can still have a socially distant way of spreading awareness. You can just make a sign, what is NF? And it would strike up conversation. That's something that we do wearing our shirts or any other swag that you have for CTF. That's a good way to strike up conversation. And that's one of the bonuses to this pandemic, is that people have more time to ask questions like that.
Thank you all for sharing how you'll be celebrating today with us. Also, those that participate in our roll call walk, thank you. We appreciate it. Cecilia, Megan, Michelle, Claudia, thank you for making today possible. Before we begin, we're going to start a few warm-up stretches with Cecilia.
All right, now we're going to do side lunges. We're going to lunge to our right side, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to switch to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to march in place, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that was awesome. We're ready, Claudia. Are you?
I'm definitely ready. Thank you, Cecilia, for stretching me out. I am so thankful for everyone tuning in today. Thank you for sharing your stories, for celebrating your heroes, and for reminding us why we're here today. I cannot wait to see how everyone celebrates. So don't forget, like Megan said, to post your pictures and videos on social media. I know that when I'm on my walk today, I'll be thinking of all of you and your families. Thank you for welcoming me into your NF community. So as I said, I'm ready. I'll throw it back to you, Bay Area. Are you ready? Let's go to the countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7,
6,
5, 4,
3,